Hi everyone, I'm Hai and my partner is home. Today we are excited to bring you guys economy in ancient Rome. The topic is divided into four main parts: agriculture, manufacture, trade, and key to succeed of Rome in developing economy. Going to the first part, agriculture in ancient Rome was very important as a way of life for Rome. Although Roman life was centered on cities, most people lived in the country growing crops, working in the land, tending wives and flocks. The staples plants were wheat, barley, olive, grapes, apples, onions, and celery, which were the main food on every Roman table. Besides, they grew some species such as rosemary, garlic as medicine. Farmers used many different tools on the farm. For example, the plow, a frame with a sharp stick that was dropped into the soil to make a furrow. The other tool is a sickle, which was first made with wood and animal jaw bones to cut up barley and or wheat crops as well as the grass to feed cattle. The crop rotation system created by the Romans called food, feed, and fallow. Farmers using this cropping system divide their farm into three sections, rotating the section to the next category the following year. In the fourth section, farmers could plant a food grain such as wheat. In the fifth season, barley or oats would be planted for the livestock, and in fallow, the ground would lay empty so it could recover some of its organic matter and nutrients that was lost in previous years. The second point is manufacture. One of the most notable products in ancient Rome was glass. They used a very advanced technology in making glass, most blown glass, which have used until now. That technique allowed glass to be made transparent and in a wide variety of shapes and sizes. Except glass making, pottery making or wine making, olive oil making also developed. So now let's take a look in a video about ancient Roman glass.
Fred, today is Roman Glass Day at Unicorn. Now, this is an amazing material we specialize in. The Romans were the greatest commercial glass blowers in the ancient civilized world, and they produced a tremendous amount of glass for everyday objects, jars, plates, bowls, goblets. Their industry was centered in ancient Jerusalem. Now, over a 400-year time period of approximately 2,000 years ago, a lot of that glass broke, got buried in the ground, and interacted with minerals in the earth to develop beautiful iridescent opalescent patinas, surface colors. When it's found at archaeological digs, they find pieces like this. This was green glass even 2,000 years ago, but you see the beautiful colors that have developed on the surface through that interaction? Well, when they find them, they'll cut a section out and create jewelry around it. It's like wearing a piece of history. Now, we just received a shipment yesterday, so we haven't even put it in the case yet. If you sweep down here and take a look, you'll see our latest shipment that's just come in. This jewelry is all handcrafted in Israel from this 2,000-year-old glass. Between 1,700 and 2,100 years ago, someone used this glass for something, to store something in, to drink out of something. It's all in sterling silver or 18-karat gold over sterling silver. I've pulled just a few pieces out that just came in just to show you up close some of the beautiful colors and designs these craftsmen have created with this fantastic material. That's in sterling silver. The colors come in a huge range. Look at these beautiful greens and golds on this piece. Many of them are simply one-of-a-kinds. They simply won't repeat the pattern or design, even if they're using a different piece of glass. And in a sense, they're all one-of-a-kinds because the glass does vary. And here you see some earrings and a pendant in 18 karat over sterling. It's exquisite jewelry. It's very unusual, and it's very hard to find in this country. We have an excellent source over in Israel that sends us this jewelry. So if you want to see some jewelry that is both beautiful, fashionable, and historic, stop in and let us show you our Roman glass collection. It's really fantastic. Comes with a history card as well. Makes a wonderful gift. Ancient Roman glass jewelry. Fantastic.
Moving to the third point, trade in Roman Empire. Roman people were really brilliant in doing business. Therefore, unsurprisingly, how blooming trading in ancient Rome was. There were two major ways for Roman businessmen traded: land routes and sea routes. While Chinese people went to Rome to exchange some products and invest, they accidentally established a well-known road called Silk Road, which contributed an important role of developing economies in ancient time. Romans imported rhino horns, ivory, tortoise shells, papers, silks, and potteries from China. On the other hand, they exported wines and some signature crops. Furthermore, Romans exchanged some crops with Indians to take spices such as cloves, ginger, and cinnamon, cotton, ferns, jewelry, and peppers. Apart from overland roads, tradesmen also did their job through sea routes. They traveled from countries to countries by small to big and even giant ships called large ancient Greco-Roman ships in general. It could hold about 3,000 emperor to 10,000 emperor, depending on the ship size. The biggest one was described in Greek history, 420 feet long, double-browed and double-sterned, could take over 4,000 oarsmen and 400 other crewmen. Because of the access to the sea, tourism developed under Augustus during the Pax Romana. Young wealthy tourists visited Greece, Asia Minor, and Egypt. The roads and seas were safe for travel, and people visited famous temples, places from Lydia and Alexandria countries, and even went to the pyramids. Roman tourists bought souvenirs such as miniature cups and temple, or statues made of pottery, glass, bronze, silver, and stone. They also left inscribed their names on the wood of tombs and ruins. After illustrating general economy in ancient Rome, maybe some of you wonder why it was such developed. There are some reasons to answer the question. Initially, that is convenient traffic, including overland roads and sea routes. People could easily access to the sea or traveling on the road from continent to continent. Next, thanks to the security of Roman army, commercial businesses were protected and guaranteed so that goods and products which were exchanged arrived destination safer and in time. Last but not least, currency played an important role in trading. Using currency could reduce unexpected problems in doing business because of its system. That brings us to the end of our presentation. To sum up our presentation, there are four parts, which are agriculture, manufacture, trade, and key to success. Hopefully, this presentation brings you guys an informative picture about economy in ancient Rome. Thank you for watching and listening.